Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play action. Blau. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Going on 4th down, it's Blau. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Watson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Watson's throw going into the hands of Williams. Touchdown! Max Williams from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And this is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer. But I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Blau. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Blau setting up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Blau. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson on the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they can't get away, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The killer here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The give is to Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts. Change. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First down, Watson. Here's Johnson with a reception. Past the 20. And down to the 11. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Deontay Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now, Watson rolling to his right. Completes it to Watt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a first down throw, Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.